All right, Regan, that's it. Working with your backpack.
It's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's always a big one when you see it come together.
The outline's cool.
Yeah, you're the master.
Good job, Regan.
So this is stage 2. The first stage was all the colour painting over what was there. And stage 2 is Regan mapping out the background and all the rest of the characters, see, as you notice, the animals. And stage 3 is then going to be detailing it. Then stage 4 will be like bringing it all together with Ash again with the background. And we're going to give it more detail so it looks more like a ship. Then stage 5 we'll be standing at it with little cans, touching it up, drinking beer, I'd say.
Yeah, tell me about yourself. When did you start graffiti?
When I was a little teenager, like everyone. Thanks, Andy.
How old were you?
How old?
When you started?
About 12.
12?
Down in the toilet blocks, yeah. But I did it as a teenager just a little bit. Like most teenagers do something silly. But I never really did it properly till I met some other artists and would do stuff like this legally. So this one is organised through this gallery. So they're a famous gallery for artwork on the street and all sorts of innovative outside art, which graffiti sometimes is classified as. Come and get some photos of the other people working, like Pat here. Pat's got super skills with the pen, as you can see. He wants to touch up his work there with the pen. G'day. So Pat does beautiful comic books as well, and he's kind of put this onto the wall. I suppose, I'll just speak for him quickly, I would say it's a version of his work in a public space so people can then realise if they've seen the books, then they'll see the stuff on the wall and they can see the skills of the artist beyond just the paper. And maybe later in the week you'll see Pat again. He might even have his comic books here. It's a great way. There you go. You want to sell one now?
Yeah, they can have one.
Whereabouts, in this bag?
Bag.
This bit? Oh, of course, wrapped in paper. Oh yeah. Now this is a perfect example of what you want to see. So this is one of his comics and you'll see his work. You can already see his styles there. And here he is, a very good example. Yeah, you open it up. And this is really suitable, I suppose, to what he's doing, because this one is particularly talking about wall art. So this is just stuff done today. This gentleman here, Mags, from Brisbane, did his really quickly today as well. And you can see this is where we talk about the collaboration process and people working together, blends with this one, which is another guy, New Rock, who's painted his today as well. And who we're just talking with then, has just started on this one. This has only been about 2 hours, so you can see how quick. All right, okay. Perfect, we'll see you then, man. Bye. Russia did this as somewhat a Keith Haring inspired piece. Look up Keith Haring if you had heard of him. Monkey has done this in somewhat thinking about the restaurant here and the Spanish influence. And he's used this character here to go along with the sacrifice to the aliens. And Haha has done these stencils here afterwards. This was done a couple of weeks ago. And then today? Yeah, today we had Jace come down and do this one. Again, a couple of hours. And you see how he's done again the collaboration with the one above it, so it's working together. And that's what we're trying to do, get that idea. And then Deb did this one a couple of weeks ago. And she'll come back and touch this up because someone's already tagged on it. And then Pat, who's in today, who's been working on this, he has blended it together. So that's what we're trying to do, is to collaborate together and still have our own styles. So in the 70s I was born, and in the 80s I was creative, and in the 90s I was a person on my own who had to do my own stuff. And in the 21st century I've been developing that. But ultimately in techniques are always learning, so everything I'm doing is always trying something new and trying new stuff. So I think that's important.
So you say you're still developing? How can you get new technique from?
Well, learning from others, yeah, other people, yeah. And teaching and learning are kind of the same thing if you're interested in knowledge, aren't they? Yeah, so it all goes part and parcel, I think.